Well, people might look at a game and say it was 3-2. Not a whole lot went on. Don't be fooled by that. There was a lot going on this afternoon in this dripping with tension contest between the A's and the Mariners. It began in the second inning when, with Redmond working against Franklin as the opposing pitchers, Ibanez doubled to left field for the first hit off Redmond, and Brett Boone came up hoping to get the Mariners out in front early. 3-2, hit in the air to right center field. Dye is over a few steps, makes the catch. Ibanez tags up, going to third, long throw, one hop, slide, tag, high to third base. So it's a double play, 9-5 on a perfect one-hop throw by Jermaine Dye from right field to cut down Ibanez, tagging up and going from second to third. What made that particularly important is that Ibanez's double came after he should have been retired on a high pop foul in which both catcher Adam Melhuse, third baseman Eric Chavez were close to, but let fall in between them. There was no error on the call, but then Ibanez doubled. But the throw by Dye negated all of that. Then in the Seattle third, with one out, Miguel Olivo doubled to right field. After he got to second base, Bloomquist's ground ball was bobbled by Bobby Crosby at short. Runners were at first and third, and who should come to the plate but Ichiro, who had grounded out his first at bat, who is the leader in average with runners in scoring position this year in the American League, the league's leading hitter, and of course, at that point with 255 hits for the season.
2-2 pitch will be on the way. Here it is, and it's swung on in a base hit to right field. Scoring is Olivo. Bloomquist around second. He's going to third. The throw is cut off. The Mariners take a 1-0 lead, and Ichiro is one hit away from tying the record. Number 256, and a solid single to right.
And the Mariners another hit away from possibly opening up a fairly large inning, and Randy Wynn was up.
Wynn, an open stance. Stretch, check, pitch, Wynn, ground ball to short. Can they get two? Crosby flips second one, relay to first, and the A's get a double play. 6-4-3 on Wynn to keep the damage down as the Mariners settle for one. And after 2.5, it is 1-0 Seattle.
Franklin had set down the first 8 A's he faced, aided by a nice play by Ichiro on Crosby's drive to right center in the second inning. And with 2 out in the third, he should have been out of there with 9 straight retired. But Melhuse's ground ball was bobbled by Bloomquist at first base, giving him a life and giving Mark Kotze an at-bat.
And the 2-2 is swung on and stroked into left center field. This is well hit. Wynn going back. Ibanez going back. It's between them. Off the base of the wall. Melhuse is rounding third. Here's a throw by Lopez. Going to be close to slide the tag. Safe at the plate. And the A's have tied it up. Into second with a double is Kotze. A's 1, Seattle 1. And a very close play at home plate. So Mark Kotze doubles to left center. Once again, Kotze comes through.
The Mariners came back with a couple of hits in the fourth inning, but with 2 on and 2 out, Redmond got Lopez to ground into a force out. And Franklin continued to be effective in the fourth inning as the A's came up. He got 2 outs, 1 on a line drive to right by Chavez. And then Jermaine Dye was up, working the count even.
Franklin, 2-2 delivery, and it swung on and ripped left center field. Way back. Wynn is at the track. He's going to watch, and the A's have the lead. Jermaine Dye bombs one to left center field, and it's 2-1 Athletic. Number 23 for Dye, his 80th RBI. So almost on cue, just after that final out of the game in Arlington, with the Rangers winning, Jermaine Dye hits his 23rd and gives the A's a 2-1 lead.
And now everybody in the ballpark knew that an A's victory would pull them even with the Angels. Crosby walked after that homer, but that's all the A's got out of that inning. And in fact, as Franklin pitched on through the seventh, they got virtually nothing the rest of the way. Franklin retired 10 of the last 11 he faced, giving up only a hit to Crosby in the seventh inning. In the interim, the Mariners managed to pull even. Olivo opened the fifth inning with his second double of the afternoon and was promptly moved to third base on Bloomquist's ground ball to the right side. That brought up Ichiro and another one of those intriguing confrontations. Every game has the import of a playoff game right now. And the 2-2 pitch. Swung, and he struck him out. Dug out of the dirt by Melhuse. Looks at third. Throws to first. Strikeout and a 2-3 put out of Ichiro for out number 2 in the inning. Got him to chase one low and outside in the dirt. And if anybody was breathing a sigh of relief, it was premature because of Randy Wynn. Redmond takes the sign, straightens up to the stretch position, and deals. There's a ground ball hit hard and past Crosby into left center. We have a tie ball game. Trotting in to score from third is Olivo as Randy Wynn drives in his 80th run of the year to make it a 2-2 contest. It was to Crosby's left, hit too hard for his dive to flag it down. While the A's were making no headway now against Franklin, Redmond gave up a walk to Boone in the 6th inning, the second man he faced, and the only walk allowed by Redmond this afternoon in his what turned out to be 5 2/3 innings. Then he got Cabrera on a fly ball, but Lopez singled to right, and with runners at first and second, the call went to the bullpen for Justin Dukeshire, who usually comes in throwing strikes. Facing Olivo, he couldn't throw a strike and walked him on 4 pitches to fill the bases. That was the end of the Dukeshire assignment. One batter. Ricardo Rincon wound up coming on to face Jeremy Reed, who had been announced as a pinch hitter for Bloomquist, the young left-hander who's been on a hot tear on his first lengthy road trip of his major league career. And, in fact, it looked like Reed might be in the driver's seat with a count 2-0. Left-hand hitter's batting just 198 against him. Right-hander's 317. Ichiro is on deck. Go-ahead run at third with the bases loaded. Swung on a high pop-up. Very high. Foul ground. Coming down is Hatterberg. And makes the catch. And Rincon gets the big out. Leaving the bases loaded and leaving it tied after 5.5 at 2-2. In fact, Rincon would work 2 shutout innings, as it turned out, finally turning the ball over with 2 out in the 8th inning. But the most intriguing matchup with Rincon was when Ichiro came on to lead off the 7th.
Here's the 1-2 pitch to Ichiro. Swung on stroke, left center field. Burns racing, reaching down, makes the catch. Fine play by Burns. He was shaded toward the line for Ichiro. And racing into left center, reaching down, made the running catch, denying Ichiro number 257. 1 out. If that gets by, it might be a 2-base hit.
Rincon continued till there were 2 out in the 8th inning when he gave up a Cabrera single, and that brought in Chad Bradford, and Bradford got Jose Lopez to fly to left field and maintain the 2-2 tie. The A's had their threat in the bottom of the 8th with a 1-out single by Kotze, who advanced a second on a wild pitch, but Scudero, who'd gone into the ballgame for McLemore, flied out to right. Chavez was walked intentionally with a runner at second base, and Hatterberg flied out deep to center field, and again the A's could not break the tie. As we went to the 9th inning, Dotel was called on to come on and take the pitching duties for the A's and see if we could get them to the bottom of the 9th. He struck out pinch hitter Greg Dobbs. He got Reed on a fly ball to center. But you know, on a day like this, waiting to hit Ichiro. 3-2. Again, the payoff. Struck it out on a high fastball, swinging and missing. Ichiro is gone. Dotel retires the side in order. The A's come up in the bottom of the 9th. Chance to win it. It's 2-2. Scott Atchison was the pitcher in the 9th inning, and he got Dye to ground out to start the inning. Bobby Crosby then stepped up. Crosby fouled one off, and then we got a decision. And the line, the pitch. Drive by Crosby. Way back into left center field. And it is gone. And the A's have tied the Angels for the American League West League. Holy Toledo. Bobby Crosby, right hand raised, circles the bases. The A's rookie shortstop, blasting. Home run number 22. The A's have won in the bottom of the 9th, 3-2. like that, all of this tense, tight, knuckle-biting, knuckle-clutching drama comes to an end with one swing of Bobby Crosby's bat. And what a nice finish for the A's young shortstop, who had been 0 for 12 before he singled in the 7th inning. His second hit of the series gives the A's the tie with the Angels coming to town, and all even when the series begins tomorrow night. Final score, A's 3, Mariners 2.